Benny the dog had been awake for a very long day. His ears drooped like soft leaves, his tail moved slower than usual, and his paws felt heavy as if they were made of warm sand. Everywhere he went, sleep followed him quietly, waiting for the right moment to say hello. Outside, the sky was turning the color of honey and soft blue clouds. The wind hummed a gentle song through the trees, and even the birds were yawning as they tucked their heads beneath their wings. Benny curled up on the porch, then uncurled. He tried the grass, then the rug, then his favorite corner near the door. But his eyes kept fluttering open, just a little, as if they didn't want to miss anything magical that the night might bring. His human placed a small blanket beside him. It smelled like home, like safety, like slow, happy days. Benny sighed, a long, cozy sigh that floated into the evening air. The moon was rising, round and soft, like a sleepy lamp in the sky, and somewhere between one blink and the next, Benny felt his worries melt, his thoughts grow quiet, and his heart slow into a peaceful rhythm. Tonight, he wouldn't chase balls. He wouldn't bark at shadows. He wouldn't run. Tonight, Benny would rest, and as his eyes gently closed, a warm, dreamy adventure began, the kind that only visits those who are brave enough to finally fall asleep. Benny opened one eye when the moon climbed higher. The world had turned soft and silver, and everything moved more slowly, like it didn't want to wake anyone. The porch was quiet now. The wind no longer hurried. Even the leaves had decided to rest. Benny stretched one paw, then the other. His blanket felt warm under his belly. He turned in a slow circle once, twice, 3 times, before finally curling into a fluffy ball. But just as his eyes were about to close, he heard a tiny sound. Tap, tap, tap. Benny lifted his head. His ears wiggled. The sound came from the garden. Benny wasn't worried. He was curious, but in a sleepy way, not a jump up and run way. He slid off the porch and padded across the grass. The night felt cool on his paws. Fireflies blinked like tiny stars near the ground. Behind a bush, he saw it. A little hedgehog was stuck inside a flower pot. Its tiny feet wiggled, but it couldn't get out. Benny walked closer, very slowly, so he wouldn't scare it. It's okay, Benny thought, because his heart always spoke kindly. I'll help you. He gently tipped the pot with his nose. The hedgehog rolled out and blinked. Thank you, it squeaked softly. Benny wagged his tail, but slowly, so it wouldn't wake the night. The hedgehog pointed with its tiny nose. I was trying to see the moon, it said, but I fell. Benny looked up. The moon was big and bright. He lay down so the hedgehog could climb onto his back. From there, the hedgehog could see everything. It's beautiful, the hedgehog whispered. Benny felt happy. Helping felt warm inside, like sunshine even at night. After a while, the hedgehog climbed down. Sleep well, big friend, it said, and walked into the bushes. Benny returned to his blanket. His eyes were heavier now. But just before he slept, he saw something else. A small, glowing shape floated near him, soft and golden. It looked like a dream that had forgotten where to go. Benny's tail moved once. The glowing shape drifted closer, and in a gentle voice it said, Benny, are you ready to dream? And just like that, the world began to fade into something warm, slow, magical. The glowing shape floated closer to Benny, moving like a soft light made of air. It wasn't bright, didn't hurt his eyes. It felt like the color of warm. Dreams. Benny didn't bark. He didn't move. He only blinked slowly, because everything about this moment felt safe. Are you ready to dream? The glowing shape asked again, a voice that sounded like wind through soft curtains. Benny gave one slow tail wag. The light smiled, yes. Lights can smile when they are made of kindness, and gently touched Benny's nose. Suddenly, the porch, the garden, the moon, the stars melted into soft colors. Benny felt light, not floating, just easy. When the colors settled, Benny found himself standing in a wide field made of clouds. The clouds didn't sink under his paws. They held him gently, like a blanket holds a sleepy body. The sky above was pink, blue and silver all at once. "This is the dream field," said the glowing light, now floating beside him like a small star. "Every sleepy heart comes here when it is ready to rest." Benny looked around. He saw other animals lying on cloud pillows, cats, birds, rabbits, even a tiny mouse all dreaming softly. Some were smiling. Some were twitching their noses or paws. Did they wake up? Benny thought. "Of course," said the light. "Dreams are not places to stay. They are places to rest." Benny felt happy knowing that. They walked or floated across the cloud field until they reached a gentle river made of light. It didn't look wet. It looked like shining air moving slowly. "This river carries tired thoughts away," the light said. "Would you like to let yours go?" Benny thought about his long day, the walking, the waiting, the wanting to play. Even when his body was tired, he nodded. The light dipped into the river and lifted a shining drop. "Think of something that made you tired," it said. Benny thought of running when his legs wanted to stop. The drop glowed brighter and drifted into the river and disappeared. "Again," said the light. Benny thought of staying awake. When his eyes wanted to close, another glowing drop drifted away. Benny felt lighter with each one. Soon, he felt so calm that his tail didn't even move. It just rested, happy and still. "Now," said the light, "it's time for your dream." The clouds changed shape. It became soft hills and slow trees and warm paths. Benny saw a place that looked like home, but quieter, slower, softer. He walked through this dream world easily. He met the hedgehog again, who waved from a mushroom chair. He saw birds sleeping in the sky like floating feathers. He saw bones, made of light that never ended. He didn't run, he didn't rush, just enjoyed. Then he felt it, a gentle pulling, like a soft voice calling from far away. Benny. It was his real world calling him back. The glowing light returned. "Dreams do not keep you," it said kindly. "They only remind you how to rest." The dream world faded slowly like fog in morning sun. Benny felt heavy again, not tired. He opened his eyes. He was back on the porch, curled on his blanket. The moon was still there. The wind still whispered. Nothing had changed. And everything had. Benny sighed, a deep, peaceful sigh. His heart was quiet. His thoughts were gone. His body knew what to do, and without trying, Benny fell into the deepest, softest sleep he had ever known. Benny slept so deeply that even the stars seemed to tiptoe around him. The moon stayed still in the sky as if it didn't want to wake him. Inside his dream, Cloudfield had returned. This time it looked different, softer, warmer, like it had been waiting. Just for him, Benny walked slowly through the clouds. His paws didn't make sound. His heart felt like it was floating inside his chest. The glowing light appeared again, drifting down like a sleepy star. "You are resting well," said. Benny didn't speak. He only felt happy. "Tonight," said the light, "you will learn something gentle." The clouds changed into a quiet village made of pillows, blankets, and warm light. Every house looked like a place made for sleeping. Tiny animals lived there, mice in scarf hats, birds with blanket wings, turtles with soft shell pillows. They all moved slowly. "Why is everyone so quiet?" Benny thought. "Because this is the village of rest," the light replied. "Here, no one rushes, no one worries, no one proves anything." Benny liked that. A small mouse walked up to him and yawned. "Welcome," the mouse said. "Would you like tea that tastes like calm?" Benny nodded. They sat on a cushion near a fire that didn't burn, it only warmed. Benny felt his eyes grow heavy, even inside the dream. "But I'm already sleeping," he thought. "Yes," said the light, "but sometimes we dream of learning how to sleep better." The mouse poured tea that looked like glowing milk. Benny drank. It tasted like safe after a while. The mouse said, "You look tired." Benny tilted his head. "I thought tired was bad." The mouse smiled. "Tired only means you lived your day." That felt good. They walked through the village. Benny saw signs that said, "Rest is brave, slow is strong, sleep is healing." Benny didn't read, but he felt what they meant. The glowing light stopped near a big pillow tree. "This is where heavy feelings rest," it said. Benny thought of times when he felt lonely, or bored, or unsure. He placed those feelings at the roots of the pillow tree. The tree glowed and absorbed them. "Feel them later," the light said. "Not now." Benny felt lighter again. Then the clouds started to fade. "Is it over?" Benny thought. "It's enough," said the light. "Enough is perfect." The dream began to disappear like a story being gently closed. Benny felt the porch again, the blanket, the night air. He didn't open his eyes. He didn't need to. He rolled slightly inside, and with that soft sigh, Benny went even deeper into peaceful sleep, the kind that heals you quietly while you rest. Benny did not know how long he had been asleep. Time felt soft, like it had curled up beside him. The night moved gently around his small, warm body, careful not to disturb him. Inside his dreams, the cloud field returned again, but now it was golden, like morning mixed with night. Benny felt calm, so calm that he did not even think. He only felt. The glowing light floated back, slower than before, quieter too. "You are resting deeply," it whispered. Benny wagged his tail once, very slowly. "This is your deepest dream," the light said. "Here you don't learn? You remember? You remember?" The clouds changed shape. They became his home, the porch, the yard, the door, but softer, kinder. Made of light, Benny saw himself as a puppy again, tumbling on grass, tripping over his own paws. Laughing in his dog way, he saw the first hand that ever fed him, the first voice that ever called his name, the first place that ever felt safe. "These are the roots of your heart," said the light. "They made you gentle."
Oh.
Benny felt warm inside. The dream moved forward. He saw days of running, playing, resting, waiting, loving. He saw moments he had forgotten, lying in sun, watching birds, sleeping near feet. "All of these moments live in you," the light said. "They make your calm." Then the clouds changed again. It became a big, soft bed of stars. "This is where souls rest," the light said. Benny lay down. He felt no weight, no worry, no need, only safe. "Sleep now," the light said. "You are already home." Benny curled into a tiny ball of warmth and breathed slowly. Outside the dream, on the porch, he moved just a little, chasing nothing, smiling in sleep. The night wrapped him in quiet. The moon smiled, and Benny slept not, just as a dog, but as a heart that knew it was loved. The morning sun hadn't yet risen, but the world around Benny seemed already awake in a gentle way. The air smelled like dew and earth, soft and fresh. Inside, Benny's dreams were still lingering, stretching slowly into shapes of clouds and soft light. His paws twitched ever, so slightly, as if remembering the places he had wandered while asleep. He opened one eye just enough to see the moon fading, leaving silver streaks across the porch. His blanket felt warm and safe under him, and he realized that something inside him had changed. The deep peace of the cloud field, the golden dream village, and the gentle glowing light had stayed with him. Benny rose slowly, stretching every muscle. He sniffed the morning air and felt it carry a quiet invitation, a whisper that said, "Move gently, live kindly, and remember rest." He padded across the porch to the grass. The dew made his paws cool, but it was refreshing, like a soft sip of water. The garden seemed to greet him. Flowers lifted their heads as if they remembered him, and the wind moved lazily through the leaves, carrying a quiet song only sleepy hearts could hear. Today, he thought, he didn't need to chase anything. No squirrels, no balls, no shadows. Even the birds seemed slower, singing just enough to remind him that life could move kindly, slowly. His human came outside, still rubbing sleepy eyes, carrying a small bowl of breakfast. Benny wagged his tail slowly, not with urgency, but with calm happiness. The world was quiet, and so was he, a perfect match. After breakfast, Benny wandered into the yard, noticing things he had never paid attention to before. A tiny ant climbing, a blade of grass, a beetle moving carefully along the soil, a butterfly hovering, pausing in the sun. Each tiny motion felt like a story he could watch without hurrying. The sun climbed higher, but it didn't rush him. Benny sat under the shade of the big oak tree in the yard, remembering the dream village and the cloud field. He imagined the hedgehog sitting on its mushroom chair, the pillow tree, and the gentle animals resting in the soft light. He carried the calm with him. Time became slow, stretched, and kind. His human tried to call him to play, but Benny stayed. In the shade, closing his eyes, he didn't ignore the world, he simply moved with it gently, letting each moment arrive and pass without effort. The glowing light from his dreams seemed to follow him, a warm pulse of calm inside his chest. Benny didn't need to see it, felt it with each slow breath, each soft sigh, each wag of his tail. Evening came quietly. The sky turned the softest shades of pink and blue, and the first stars appeared. Benny returned to the porch, curled on his blanket, and let the sounds of the night fill him. Crickets, a distant owl, the gentle sway of leaves, all of it whispered the same message his dreams had taught him. Rest is strength, peace is power, calm is enough. As darkness deepened, Benny's eyes grew heavy. He remembered the river of light in his dream, carrying worries away. He imagined every small concern, every restless thought, floating away like drops into that river. He didn't push, didn't chase, he simply let it drift. And in the gentle darkness, Benny felt a perfect truth. Life moves fast, sometimes. Too fast, but the heart always knows how to pause. The world can wait while he rests. The sun will rise again, the moon will shine again. But Benny can only be here now, soft, warm, and completely at peace. The night grew deeper, wrapping the porch, the yard, and the sleeping dog in quiet. Benny's breath slowed, his tail twitched once, his ears moved slightly as if saying goodnight to the world, and finally, he sank into the kind of deep sleep that heals, comforts, and reminds the heart that everything is gentle, everything is calm, and everything is exactly as it should be. Tonight, Benny was not just a sleepy dog. He was a heartbeat of rest, a little soul carrying dreams of peace into the next day. And as the stars blinked softly above, he slept knowing that tomorrow and every day after, he could return to this calm, this warm, quiet place inside himself. Whenever he needed, if Benny's gentle adventure made your heart feel lighter, take a moment to breathe, just like he did. Life can move fast, and sometimes it can feel like there's no pause button. But the truth is, peace is always waiting inside your heart, in a quiet corner, in the softness of your own breath.
House.
Tonight, let yourself rest the way Benny does. Slowly, gently, without hurry or expectation. Before bed, create your own cozy space. Dim the lights, hug a blanket, or cuddle your favorite pet. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and imagine the glowing light of Benny's dream world. Picture the cloud fields, the gentle river of light carrying away your worries, and the warm pillow tree holding your tired thoughts. Let these images remind you that rest is brave and letting go is powerful. Share this story with someone who could use a moment of calm, a friend, a sibling, a parent, or even a coworker who seems tired of rushing. Sometimes, one quiet story is enough to help another heart slow down and remember how gentle life can be, and remember, you don't have to wait for a dream world to find calm. You can carry it with you. Slow your breath, feel your body sink into comfort, let your mind drift into softness. Sleep is not just a necessity, it's a gift. And you deserve to receive it fully. Come back to this story anytime you feel restless. Let Benny's world remind you, peace can always be found. Your heart knows how to rest, your mind knows how to slow. And tonight, you can close your eyes, breathe deeply, and drift into the kind of sleep that makes tomorrow feel lighter, brighter, and full of quiet joy.